And it looks like I'm live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Canadian Brick Builders, chat number 68. Next week's going to be interesting. But anyway, might be a solo chat today. I'm not sure. David Sincere, one of our regular members, is on vacation this week. So he's camping, I think, or something. He's in the wilderness, I think is what he said. So he's not going to be able to join us today. At least he won't. If he does pop in, it'll be very brief. And I don't know if anybody else is joining in, so it might be a shorter chat than normal because the chat part of it might not exist as much, other than my interaction with anybody on the chat. Right now we have two people watching. It was 3 for a moment. We are live on YouTube and Twitch again because I did get a Twitch user watching last week, so why not? Right now everybody's on YouTube. And it's hello, Eric Sith and Yvonne. Welcome. So yeah, it might be a solo show. There's not a whole lot of news as well. We also have Maximus Dude 303. Hello, welcome. It's there's not a lot of news this week. Not a lot has happened as well over the past little while. There's some big Lego news, but I mean, in our Lego worlds, I don't know that much happened. Other than my family was over this weekend, and I posted a picture of it on Instagram and Facebook about they came over, and my sister came down because she wanted to see the Lego room, of course, because why wouldn't she? And then she started perusing the sets up here, and then my niece was there, and she started looking at sets, and then my kids came down, and they started looking at sets. So within a half an hour of that, we had 5 people building sets in the house, which was pretty cool. I wasn't actually building though. That was the weird thing. But I was entertaining those who weren't building, I guess you could say. But yeah, and as you can see, I've got a different angle here. I have rotated my desk because I wanted something better behind me besides my existing screens. My work screens, which you can't still see my work screen here, and I'm going to see if I can fix that. But I basically rotated myself so it's at least a Lego background. I wish I could get rid of this glare up here from this light because you can't really see on my space figgies. And over here, I have got Optimus Prime and Baby Yoda. Always going to be Baby Yoda, regardless of its real name. And some of the sets that were built. So there's the Winnie the Pooh set was built this weekend, and my Sesame Street set, and some other boxes up there as well. And then back here is some of my sets. This white bar is a lamp, which was over my table because my table used to face that direction. I still have to move that back above my head here, work it in along the duct working here. So something I have to do. And my desk is a complete and utter mess. Like, let's take a quick desk tour. There's crap there. The desk behind me has got crap all over it. Sweaters are sitting there. Just it's a mess because I started doing this move yesterday. The fun thing is, though, on the other side of this white table, actually, I think I can just switch screens here, switch cameras. Just do that. On the other side of my table, so facing away from me, is, let's see if I can back out of here a bit here, is a couple of shelves. It's not really, it's blurry for some reason. I think I fingerprinted it by mistake. I got a couple of shelves here with some models on it. Got the Black Sea Barracuda set, or whatever the latest pirate set was that I ended up buying, built, and a bunch of figs, my classic space figs, and the newer classic space style figs. I built a rack for Speed Champions that I have. Still not 100% happy with it. It's using Snap, which is a Lego product that has no use in the world. There's a couple of awards sitting, here. My Brick Fair Alabama award and my Brick World award. That's just there, so I have something to look at, I guess. And like I said, messy desk. Anyway, back to the main camera, which is me. So yeah, the room cleanup is room reorganization is ongoing. I've also, over the past few weeks, I've been working on my back room as well. One of these days I will do a tour once I get it all organized. Thing is, I've just got like so many different things going on. while my family was over this weekend, we'll go back to this other camera. While my family was over this weekend, or before they showed up, I rebuilt the castle, which you can kind of see there. It's a crappy angle, sorry. But the castle is all set up here, and a few figs are on it, but not enough to make it fully decorated. I have laundry in my washing machine, I'm just noticing too. So we'll just continue on. So yeah. So that's been taking a lot of my time as to what I've been working on. Thanks, Eric. Like I said, I will do a room tour at some point again and update it. I did one like last year. But there's lots of stuff everywhere. I need to literally just be home and concentrate on tidying up and getting things organized. Like I said, getting there. I freed up some room on my shelves up here, so I was able to put some more sets up because somehow more sets arrived. I don't know if they just magically appear. I wish it was magic. So yeah, I did, and I want to actually put these on something. So as I'm talking, I'm just going to do that. I got a little set in this week. It magically appeared as well. And I should get these right. It was the Lego farm set. So it came with the new animals, and I'm just putting them on a base plate here so I can show them to the world. So first up we have the cow and calf, and then the sheep and baby sheep, and then the pig and piglets. I guess the sheep and the lamb would be the better way to say it. Now the sheep, as advertised, falls off the base plate. The sheep, you can pull off its wool coat, so it'll be a sheared sheep or a fully wooled sheep. I don't know what the right word would be. But anyways, I really enjoy this. This is like an $80 set, I think $89 Canadian. So it's kind of expensive. It's a 4+ set. But honestly, it was worth buying for the at least one set of animals. I do want to get more. I don't know if I will, but if they ever become available in bricks and pieces, then I will hold them hostage, or I will try and buy some. Holding hostage is this. I'm holding this hostage for Janie because she's waiting for this card. So when you watch this, Janie, later, I've got it. We have to meet up at some point and figure that out. But anyway, also something I got last week, or I got at Brick Fair that I didn't know where it was. So I wanted to show it off was, I guess every year they have they have an award for basically the person who's been there constantly every year building amazing models and stuff, and every year they celebrate this one person. It's like a lifetime achievement award. And I guess there's a tradition that was started that when that person shows up the following year, they have to build something and put it on a bunch of people's models, like to kind of say thank you or something like that for getting the award or whatever. It's like a tribute or something like that. So while I was at the show, I found this in my castle. And at first I was like, it was in the cave of my castle. I'm like, well, what is this? And I couldn't figure it out until I hit the little button on the end. And then realized this, the person who won this award last year is very well known for doing these projection type displays where you shine a light at something and it looks like a bunch of crap parts or a bunch of parts that make no sense. But when you shine that light, you get yourself a little dinosaur. And technically you can kind of make his mouth move if you can wiggle it the right way, but it doesn't work that well, at least not for mine. So I found that, I put it back together because it had fallen apart. It was with my my name tag for Chicago, which I found as well. And my name tag also I got a couple extra bricks, the Brothers Blay brick, which came from, I'm not sure who, but someone dropped it on my castle. I already had the old gray bricks brick, and so I added the Bricks World 2022 brick as well, Brick World. So I said a couple extra bricks, but it was only one, I realized. One brick that someone had given me to say hi. But anyway, if I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. But, that's just the way it is because I'm talking to myself. Well, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, but I'm virtually talking to myself because I don't know if you're all still watching, even though it does say there's 6 of you watching. So anyway, so future plans, I plan to put a little bit more models up here. The shelves that I was saying was behind my display. I will probably use those to put projects on as well as I'm working on them and stuff. My new room has given me the new room layout. Moving stuff to the back room, like storage and some of my show stuff, is freeing up some of my other shelves. So like over here, these shelves here, like there's an Iron Man head here. This is right now, the bottom 3 shelves are like bins of storage. And then these top 3, well, this top shelf is going to be used. Basically, this top shelf can be used for stuff, but I haven't actually had a chance to decorate it. So yeah, I think that's all that happened. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. No. All right. Well, why don't we jump into the news? And just let me re-queue up the news because I want to get it in the right order, because I did try to plan in order. So first up, let me just share the screen. So we'll start first with, there's a couple of reviews that have dropped on Brickset. The first review is for the Aston Martin DB5 set, which we haven't actually seen clear, crisp pictures. Oh, Yvonne is listening and folding laundry. Eric is listening, still here. Good. And she's off today because she got an extra night off because she took a few days off to come to my house on the weekend, and they gave her extra days. So super cool. Anyway, so the Aston Martin DB5 set, which was Lego originally had released a larger version of this set. So they now have a Speed Champion set, which isn't available yet, but someone got their hands on it to do a review. It does have a new piece here on the corner, which they don't actually talk about. Poor color matching. Interesting. I guess it doesn't match the original car because the original car was silver. So they did a review. I just basically got this article for the pictures because everybody just reads the article for the pictures, right? But let's just click on here. So there's a picture of the James Bond, which is the current. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Daniel Craig. Thank you, Internet, for refreshing my mind. Daniel Craig version of James Bond, which is the current James Bond. So this new piece is like a corner curve, a corner curve, but it's a 1x1. So it matches up with these new curve pieces, and it's similar to, there's a 2x2 version of this as well, which is kind of similar to. But that's a 2x2 with, and it's got a stud in the back here. So, and these ones are printed. So, there's the, this is the older set that existed as well. So this one actually looks really good. I like the look of it, and I will be buying it. But I have a thing for Speed Champions. But yeah, I can see, I guess those are stickers. Maybe that's the color matching that they're talking about, because you can see this is an off gray, and then this is not the right color. Same with down here. I mean, ideally, it should have been a transparent sticker. That would have been better. Even this is off. It does come with 4 different license plates because James Bond is known to, change his license plates as he drives. Yeah, it does look horrible, those stickers. Please, Lego, fix that before you release the set. And even the printing here on the back windshield, because it's a clear piece. Actually, I think it's a new windshield now that I'm looking at it. But because it's a clear piece, the grades need to be a lot brighter than it is. Doesn't quite match there. They are totally removable, which is nice. Not like you would actually drive it as a convertible, but still pretty nice. So, anyway. There was also another review that was done on this Lego 60354, the Mars Spacecraft Exploration set. So this is a $50 Canadian set, and it's basically you get the parts to build. Well, how do you say it? It's some kind of an online experience where you build the core of the set, which is like the body, and then depending on the mission, you add things to it. So this set is like I've been looking forward to this because it comes with more of the current spacecraft classic space style figs that exist for the newest line, the new City Space set. It also has some nice printed classic space logo pieces. And I think it had some new control panels as well. I think Chris Giddens was mentioning that. So the set comes like this, and as I said, you basically get the shell of the ship, and then a bunch of parts to add on to it, and then a little robot and some other things, some rocks and jewels and fire extinguisher. This one's currently available June 1st. Like I said, it's $50 Canadian. Looks like Australian and Canadian pricing are pretty close on this one. Actually, they're exact. Yeah, so you play the game on your app, and depending on the mission, you have to build what you need in order to get there. So that's like that's still, every time they show it with all these extra parts on it. So, but I think they did show the printed pieces here. There's a bit of the gameplay. Play your mission. As I said, 3 figs, which I have all 3 of those torsos, so that's cool. And you can also change them out to be different characters, or you just change the heads around. There's extra hair pieces, obviously, so you can make the figs to your liking. There's a pukey face that is awesome. Classic space guy in there just for comparison. Anyway, there was some pictures of some of the cool parts, I thought. That's one big fire extinguisher. Meteors, I guess. The robot's kind of cute. This is from Jay's Brick blog, by the way. The asteroid piece that is, I won't say fairly new. It's been out for a little while, but I think the dark gray with trans blue in it might be a newer shade. I can't remember. Yeah, light bluish gray for the first time. Oh, that's light bluish gray. Is it? That looks dark bluish gray to me. But they say it comes in light bluish gray for the first time. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this 1x2 cheese slope with the logo on it. There's the sunroof tile, or the solar panel tiles. There's this flag is new. Also the computer panels, which they're not showing yet. Oh yeah, this computer panel, this one is not new necessarily. I just built the rover set from that classic space line, or that city space line, and it came with the screen, but this one looks new. And they're doing a comparison against the classic 918. Yeah, I'm the same, Eric. I would like to get it for the pieces, not the app. $50 price tag is a little bit high, though, I have to say, for this, I think. Does it actually say how many pieces it is? Let me just go back up to the top for a minute. I think they said how many pieces it is somewhere. I just didn't really register it. 60354. You know what? There's a reason I always have a Lego page open. A Lego search site open. Where is it? There we go. 60354. And no, I don't always have Lego.com open on my computer. So it's 298 pieces. So that should be like a $30 set. That's where I say it's kind of expensive that's why I say it's kind of expensive at $50 Canadian, because this is the US site. I need to get rid of the US, a link for Shop at Home in my page, or in my bookmarks. Anyways, yeah, $50 for $298. Thank you, Eric, by the way. You found it before I did. Anyway, okay. So yeah, it's an interesting little set. There is also another. There's 2 other sets in this series. I wonder if they link up to here. That'd be nice if they did. Mars Space Exploration Mission. Let's just see if I can find it quickly. Maximize that. We'll just do the $50 price category and sort by. Oh, here's the other one. So there's a water police detective mission set, as well as a wild animal rescue mission set. So the wild animal rescue mission set comes with a bunny, and a jackrabbit, and a couple of crocodiles, and a little panther, it looks like, an owl. So again, a kind of an interesting set for the parts and for the characters. And the other one, whoops, there we go. The water police detective set. Those are the police dog, some scuba related characters, gear, a boat. Not as much interesting things, I have to say. Oh, look, they greebled it all out. They molded it all out. So yeah, this one's not as interesting, if you ask me. My personal opinion. But you get a couple of splat pieces, which just look like, an egg fell on the floor, or in this case, water. So that's kind of interesting. But anyway, okay, back to news. All right, we can close that one. Next up, there's a new elementary. There's only one new elementary entry this week. I was expecting a few more because we've had some new sets drop, we've had some newer. I think there's new parts in the world, and new elementary has been not reporting on them as quickly. So this one was talking about the 60351 Rocket Launch Center, which comes with these quarter panels, as well as a black geode and these brownish. Are they brown? Oh, dark orange. It looks brown in here. The dark orange fuselage pieces for the rocket. This comes with a lot of dark blue of these support pillars, some hair, just some general pieces. Railroad track in gray. Black beehives is kind of interesting. I guess, that's probably the rocket thrusters for the rocket. This is a space launch set. William McAllister, hello. The detective boat looks like something we've seen before with the same color scheme, but I can't figure out what. The color scheme is the newest police scheme that they've had for a year and a bit now. I don't follow the city sets that much, so I wouldn't know either. But yeah, welcome, William, by the way. So, okay, anyway. These white gate pieces are kind of nice, actually, and these pieces have been in one of the Toy Story 4 sets in white and red, so it's good to see them come back again in color. Another printed Classic Space logo. Oh, bacteria, that's cool. And then they did some studies on these panels along with the other bubbleless quarter pieces that we've had, the balloon pieces as well. So this is why we like new elementary, just because, that made me drool for a second there. If only this came in trans yellow. Yes, please. That's just evil. I seriously thought that they were in trans yellow. But yeah, new elementary is really good at trying to figure out the math behind the pieces and stuff. So, it's pearl dark gray. It wasn't black. And then they like showing us inspiration from Mox. That's kind of cool, using it as kind of a hover dish. Satellite receiver. Anyway, like I said, it's light news week, so what can we do? So last week I talked about that there was a minifigure fan vote for Lego Minecraft for a future set, and the winner was announced. It was Crystal Knight. I think they'll show. Oh, they don't actually show the other two. So it was just basically 3 figures. Which type of knight would you want? I don't know that anybody really cares in the chat, but it's news. It's news, so I thought I'd talk about it. Next, double VIP points have started from now until I think the end of the month, but I could be wrong, which is only a few days away. Actually, let's just check Shop at Home here, since, like I said, we have it. 6/24 to 6/30, so it ends tomorrow. So it's been like 6 days, 6/24 to 6/30. Started Friday, ends tomorrow. So yeah, it's a week-long deal. So if you didn't get the if you didn't get any copies of, and I'm just showing off, if you didn't get any copies of the castle set that came out, there's 2 or 3 of them sitting up there yet, and you would prefer to get double VIP points, now would be the time. Double VIP points works out to about 10% off in points, so you get about 10% of your value in points. And also a good point that it might be good to get the sets now before some of them might do a price jump in a few more months. And you can also use this to pre-order the Galaxy Explorer set, the Lego Avatar, Turok Makto, and Tree of Souls set. So you can use it for pre-orders as well, basically. All right, next up, Bricklink Designer Program Round 2. They haven't shipped yet, but they've finally shown the box art for them. I have the program Round 1 set, Jason Alleman's set, who's a friend that we know in Ottawa, and I've hung out with him in the past. So I bought that set because it was the Pursuit of Flight. It was pretty cool. And I kind of liked it, and I wanted to have the experience. Now, I haven't actually built that set, so maybe I should do that one day. Maybe I'll do a video for it or something. We'll see. But anyway, so there's 5 different sets that were sold. There was actually 8 or 9 sets, but they narrowed it down to 5, and those ones were the ones that narrowed it down by 5 by having voting of which 5 sets do you want. Basically, the first 5 sets out of 9 to reach pre-sales of 3,000 units became one of the sets that would actually be in. So the first one here is the Venetian House. Actually, that's not the first one. We'll start with this. The Mountain Windmill, which is $179 US. This will also be obviously the final design because it's on the box. My phone is charged, so therefore it's vibrating. So it's a pretty cool little set, kind of castle-y without the castle figures. Actually, there's no figures in this one. That's interesting. Are there no figures? Huh. Guess that way it can be whatever type of theme you want it to be. Sorry. If anybody else is yawning right now, it's my fault. Sorry about that. Modular Lego store, which does come with a couple of figures, $179 US as well. So this is just as it says, a modular Lego store, has access to the back warehouse. Yeah, I do like the windmill set as well, sis. I never got a chance to buy it because I didn't actually invest in any in this round. $229 US for the bowling alley. Also a pretty cool little set. Just again, I didn't buy any. Dave's Cafe. Actually, a lot of these sold out pretty quick as well, which seems to be the trend with the designer program sets. So this is a 64 by 32 in stud building. 4 lanes, it looks like. Little cafe, arcade, area to bowl in, obviously. Looks like a pretty cool set. Clockwork Aquarium for 874 pieces, $65 US. It's also a 4-in-1. You can change the inside details, so they kind of made it interesting that way by giving you different details. Oh, this is also looks like this is open. Yeah, it is. It's like a different layout for if you want it to be only like a half an aquarium or like some kind of a scene. And as you turn the crank, the fish and stuff move around inside Pirate's chest. And this one, yeah, the windmill. That is the one I was talking about, Yvonne. I might have said something different, but long week. It's Wednesday, right? Still more to go. Lastly, the Venetian House, which was the first one at the top of the article, $289. It's the most expensive one. Also, probably I won't say the best looking one, but definitely a nice looking one. It is a modular building. It does have the modular connections on it, so a lot of people would have bought it for that. Am I regretting not buying it? No, but yes. Anyway, this looks like it's also a 64 232 stud wide. That aquarium be seen. Okay. I'm assuming you're going to correct what you wrote. Unless that's what you were trying. Were you trying to fit in with the cool kids and talk weird lingo? Because I didn't get it. But anyways, so yeah, you can switch these around as well. A couple of different configurations. You've seen that aquarium before. Yeah, we have posted these pictures. We have talked about this in one of our older chats when the designer program photos were available. Does it actually say it will ship? It was back live in November 2022. Doesn't say when they're going to ship, though. Oh, it says that their release date in 2022 sets, but we'll see if they keep to it. If they've got the box art, they'll probably start shipping soon. That would be my theory. So, all right. Okay, let's close this. There was another Lego Ideas set. So we're getting into the kind of the shopping news, or a little bit of shopping news. The Jazz Quartet set was announced like last week. It is currently available for VIP, or it's currently available for VIP members to purchase. Regular sale will start January 1st. And I think it's 99 US, so probably about 129 Canadian if my math is right. Also of note, the roller coaster, the new loop coaster, I think is available July 5th for non-VIP members. And I think it'll be available July 1st for VIP members. July 1st or 2nd. Probably the 1st, because they've been kind of doing it that way. Actually, let's just find out. Let's just go here and type in the loop. We'll just type in loop, because the loop coaster coming soon. VIP July 1st, regular July 5th. Yeah, I was correct. So if you've got $500 to spend and you don't want to buy a castle, save it for the castle, although I do really want this set. But anyways. So yeah, this set is available. I watched a review on it the other day. It looks pretty decent. It's made for 4 people to build at one time. Now, the person who builds the piano and the person who builds the drum set get more to build, because you're building a piano and a drum set, and basically 2/3 of the stage are being built at the same time. The person who builds the trumpeter and the bass dude, they build a little tiny square that he stands on, and then the character as well. And they all snap together afterwards. But it looks like a pretty cool build. I did vote for this one, saying that I would purchase this if it came out. I still might. I don't know if I will, but for $130 or $99, $130 Canadian for 1,600 pieces, it's a good deal. So I may do it. We'll see. Okay, we're in con year, or con season. So 2 weeks ago was Chicago, where I was at. Last week was Bricks by the Bay in San Francisco. This weekend is Brick Rodeo in Austin, Texas. So if anybody's going there, enjoy. It runs from the 30th to the 3rd. And it looks like 450 people are going to this event. So kind of wish I could, but I can't get to every con. But yeah. Anybody going? Enjoy. Actually, if you're going, you might already be there, because it starts tomorrow. So you'll probably be traveling today. But yeah. And as for size, this one's over 15,000 square feet in the room, and 15,000 square feet. The Brick World Chicago was a 100,000 square foot room. Now this is over 16,000 square feet of displays. I don't know if that means just the floor space covered by displays or the entire room. Anyway. All right. So we had LegoCon come out, and that's where they announced all the sets. And I caught this today from Jay's Brick blog, that there's a physical LegoCon going to Sydney, Australia. So Lego is hosting a convention, family-based convention, I would think, Lego family event, July 9th and 10th in Sydney, Australia, in the showgrounds. So it's kind of interesting. Tickets are free. You have to go to Eventbrite to register. The first lot's already sold out. The next ticket release will be on July 1st. It sounds like a lot of fun. First spin on the LegoCon for 2022. So the Lego Master Australia judge Ryan, the Brickman, Ryan the Brickman, who's the judge of Lego Masters, as well as I'm not going to read that because I don't want to know who won. As long as the winners of Lego Master Australia. I haven't watched it yet. I need to catch up on it. And the new sets won't be on display there. So it's not like they're going to do it the same as the virtual con, where they listed new sets and stuff, but it still would be a bunch of activities for kids to see. The Melbourne Grand Prix, the life-size F1 McLaren will probably be there on display, or it says it is. Again, I just saw the picture of the winners, so now when I watch it, I'm going to know. And I'm just going to stare at this castle for a minute. Okay, next. Lego is accepting applications for Lego Educational Ambassador Program. I have no idea what this is because I quickly grabbed the news before I started. I haven't read this. So if you're in the U.S. and you're an educator, you can now apply for the Education Ambassador Program. Applications for pre-K through middle school are accepted and apply by July 29th. So this celebrates educators who are dedicated to enabling success for all students through playful learning experiences. So part of this program allows you to connect with other educators and also give them feedback to Lego education programs. Interesting. Okay, so that's kind of a new way of Lego to try and connect with fans. So we had talked about this previously, but Lego released official images of the collectible minifigs, and there's the whole lot of them, but there's individual pictures as well. I did just verify the figs will still be $5.99 for this round. They did not go up, thankfully. We'll see what happens in the next round after the possible future price increases. But we'll, $4.99 each. So Canadian US pricing are still the same. So if there's any Americans come to Canada, buy them here because they're cheaper. So there's the Nutcracker. Oops. Just scroll down, made it a little smaller so it all fits in the screen. The Nutcracker, Sugar Fairy. It's kind of cute. She's got sprinkles on her cheeks and her shoes. Green dragon costume. We've had a red dragon costume in the past as well, I believe. So we've got now another version. The snowman, which I think is absolutely awesome. I'm surprised we haven't had a snowman yet. At least not a snowman as a fig. At least I don't think we have. We might have had a printed face, but I don't think it ever had a carrot nose. Reindeer costume with a little present. The Holiday Elf. Very Christmassy themed set, but this is also coming out in August, so it's getting closer to Christmas. Little gingerbread house too is kind of cute. Turkey costume because, well, before Christmas comes Easter, or comes to Easter, comes Thanksgiving. Sorry. And I'm trying to get my mouse over. It's not working. Maximus Dude says, yeah, he has the red version of the dragon. Yeah, I was thinking there was two versions. So yeah, turkey costume, totally adorable. The cardboard robot, which is just someone who's built the robot by themselves, like basically made it out of cardboard for cosplay or whatever. Pretty cool little robot, regardless. The popcorn costume dude makes me laugh seeing it. Because I mean, he's always got snacks. He can just anyway. Wolf costume. I had to say this one's probably the weakest of the lot that I've seen so far. I mean, the wolf is cool. It's just not as adorable as the rest. The fairy captain, little guy with a boat around his belly. That's just awesome. Wonder if he floats. And then last but not least, the love of this, or my love for this set is the Knight of the Yellow Castle. With the little horse head on a stick. It's awesome. I will be trying to get a few of these because, castle stuff and shields and armor with the castle printing on it from the original Yellow Castle. Definitely high on my list for getting more copies of this one. All right, a couple more news articles, and then we'll probably call it a day. Unless someone has any questions. Actually, if anybody has any questions they want to ask, throw them in the chat. We can answer them if we want to make it go a little longer. So the last two news pieces are something that is kind of more, how do you say it? People have been complaining more about. They've raised a ruckus with these. With these two news articles. Or these two new announcements. So the first one is that Lego is locking down on people who are using the minifigure to promote their brand. Minifigures are trademarked. Lego owns the rights to these. So Lego is now saying that if you have Lego minifigs are a way to identify themselves physically and digitally. They're also known as sig figs. So sig figs are perfectly fine. But you may not customize them with third-party printing of logos that are not Lego related. So in other words, you can't put a Walmart logo on a minifigure or a Target logo on a minifigure or a pizza place logo on a minifigure. Third-party logos, names of organizations, and trademarks trademarks are not allowed to go on Lego figures. If Lego catches you doing it, they will come down and possibly pursue legal action. You cannot use, order, distribute, or sell minifigures with them. So you can't also create a product and sell it with a minifigure. So you can't create a little sign or something, or sell something and give a fig with it. So sig figs look to be fine as long as there is no third-party printing on it, aka your social media or YouTube channel names. So I can't print a figure with my little face on it, type thing. Technically, I think that's still okay to actually print a tile with a minifigure face on it, because they're all Lego parts. My sister likes the wolf, and Easter really, yes. William, sound like Brent off Corner Gas. Sorry if you get that a lot. I do not. I have not really watched Corner Gas that much. I know who you're talking about. My voice is a little raspy today. I was haven't slept well in the past 2 weeks. Came back from Brickworld Chicago. Got a bit of a sore throat. Probably should do a COVID test just to be safe. But anyway. So this is not my normal voice, and my sister will probably could tune in to agree that my voice is a little raspy right now. Yes, Eric, I'm going to get to that news article. That's the next one we have, so I'll start for now. Actually, well, we'll get to that in a second. So anyways, if you use your sig figs to promote your business, it is no longer allowed. Technically, it was never allowed. It's just Lego never broke down on it. Okay, last up is what Eric had said, that Lego collectible minifig packaging will soon be moving away from plastic bags, the foil packs that they currently are in, and move to cardboard boxes. Now, they did this already with, I'll just go back to this view. They did this already with the video characters in the past. So I'm not surprised that this is happening. The world in general is trying to get away from selling plastic packaging. Thanks, Ivan. My voice is more geeky sounding. Yeah, anyway. Lego is trying to get away from, like every other company is trying to get away from plastic products for packaging. In fact, I think I heard just recently that Canada is banning plastic products within a few years. So straws and lids and things like that are all plastic bags are no longer going to be allowed to be given out for purchases. So it makes sense that a company is going to these cardboard boxes. Now, everybody in the world hates this idea because they can no longer grab the bag and feel what character is in there. It's now in boxes, and it's not going to be a great solution for those people. Now, personally, from my point of view, I have a few friends that I split cases with, so I will buy a case and open up all the boxes, split them out, like I pre-pack or I put them into plastic bags or whatever, and give them to or sell them to my friends type thing. So for me, I buy a box and break it out. So anyway, so again, a few years ago, Lego announced they'll be accelerating their sustainability effort, which includes their packaging materials. This includes changing plastic bags to paper bags, which hasn't quite happened yet, but will be, as well as the instructions. Instructions will be in paper bags versus plastic bags. Unfortunately, this all goes for the packaging of the Lego collectible. This also goes for the packaging of the collectible minifigures. In 2023, they will start to be packaged in cardboard boxes. So there's a lot of people upset about this, and they do not want this to happen because, well, hey, it's making it harder for them to figure out what's inside the box. So, like I said, the Lego Video Bandmates line has been used in this as well, and also the it'll soon be implemented in the Lego Star Wars, Lego Super Mario Character Pack Series 5 will also be in cardboard. There's no doubt that this will resort to theft because it is easy to just open up the box in stores and check whatever one is inside, Resellers will also get a boost in profits because they can sell confirmed minifigures for people who are looking to complete the set. Yeah. So, and then below is just here's some of the concept packaging that they had. So they've just put on existing pictures of previous minifigure collectible sets to give you an idea of certain packaging concepts. The minifig head's kind of cool, but that does look like it's plastic versus paper. So personally, I'm all for whatever the little boxes were that they had for video. If they have to do it, then that works. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the news. Will the boxes cost more? That's good. So I don't think the boxes will cost more. I think printing paper to me would probably be cheaper than plastic printing, I would think. Also, wouldn't it be easier to ship folded paper boxes? I don't know. I've never really thought about that, but it's an interesting question, that's for sure. And I mean, at this point, the companies have to spend the money to get away from those type of things. I was thinking about it the other day because I got some fast food, and Arby's, they still have plastic straws and plastic lids, and I'm like, well, how are they going to actually do on drink cups, like on the beverage cups? What are they going to do for the lid? Is it going to be a paper lid as well, and will that seal as well as a plastic lid does? So it's kind of interesting where the world will turn to in the next few years. So, we'll have to see. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the news. Well, that is, because I have no more articles to talk about. I don't know that there's anything that's else to cover. I did do a quick spreadsheet because I love spreadsheets. Ask anybody. And I did do a quick breakdown of North America, the current sets that have been announced. Actually, let me just pull this back up on the screen. Of the current sets that have been announced, when their release dates are, how many pieces they have, and what the Canadian pricing is currently. So as I was saying, July 1st, there's the Jazz Quartet for $129.99, as well as the Space Mission set, which is a whoops, I meant to 11022, which is basically a creator set. 11022, just like this guy here, which is a creator set with a bunch. This is the one that comes with all the different colored frogs for $89. So those are coming out this week. The Loop Coaster, as I mentioned, July 5th. Pre-order for VIP or buying for VIP is July 1st. And Jazz Quartet is already available for VIP purchases. And then into August, there are a crap load of sets coming out, 69 different sets currently announced from the Sanctum Sanctorum, the Freight Trains, the Heavenly Realms, which is an Indigo set, Justifier Star Wars, all the way down. There are a bunch of sets listed. There are some available for pre-order currently, BD1, some of the Star Wars sets, the Inquisitor, Transport Scythe, Galaxy Explorer pre-order. I have one on pre-order. I'm so happy. Also available currently on pre-order is the Ambush on Ferrex, the Nano Gauntlet Iron Man set. I Am Groot. I also have that one on pre-order, I think. Well, I know because I ordered it. Also, Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Darth versus Darth Vader is available for pre-order. And also the Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter, also available for pre-order. And then August 8th is the Lion Knight Castle is available. I believe this will be pre-order for VIPs a little earlier, 103.05. I don't know if it says it, so let's see. 103.05. I was getting raspier as I talk. August 8th. August 3rd is the VIP date on this one. I'm just going to put that in. 8/3/22. Is that text? Yeah, I did write that as text. I'll fix that later. September, future sets, obviously. September, the Gingerbread House set is coming out, which I think is a Duplo set, 10976. It was one that just actually got announced this week, but we had already talked about it. In a previous chat. Yeah, it's a Duplo Santa set. The first of 4 Avatar sets will be out on October 1st, also available for pre-order. And there's a set that hasn't been announced for the date yet, which is the Professors of Hogwarts, which is the Brickheads, 40560. Let's just see if they've actually added a date yet. Available now. No longer available for pre-order. It is available now. So there you go. I'll move that back up to the top in my spreadsheet. Control X. Shift insert. Oh, and actually, right. Control X. Put it down here. There are some sets that haven't had information yet, that have been announced, but I haven't actually appeared on Shop at Home site that I have seen. I'm just checking now because, yeah, see, I'm just looking up the 76912, the 2 Speed Champion sets. They haven't been announced yet. It does know there's Speed Champions though. So I'm trying to keep track of the spreadsheet as to when things come out. So once I find the information, I will let you guys know. But I'm trying to keep track of this stuff because I do want to know personally when things are coming out, because I would like to know so I can buy them as well. So, but anyway, so let's wrap it up for the night. It's 52 minutes, so it's good enough for a solo chat. Next week, I believe David Sincere will be back with us, and hopefully a few others. So until then, we will say goodbye. And we'll talk to you guys next week. See ya. Have fun. I'm going to hit the button.